Today we're going to take this blank card base, all these papers that we chose in part 1. We've got our sketch number 17. We've got our focal point, which is this cute little snowman. And for a few extra embellishments, I've got some snowflakes over here. And we're going to go ahead and get this winter birthday card made today. Now, if you didn't see part 1, I'll leave a link for you down in the description box below this video. And you can go back and take a look and see how I chose my focal point and my colors and everything to put this card together. So I've got my trimmer in here today. And we're going to take our sketch and get our papers cut. And I'm still not sure which of these 3 I'm going to put on the front of my card. I'm pretty sure I'm going to use this one. I really like this red and white diagonal stripe. This one I liked because it matches the little snowman, but it's awfully busy, but I still like it. But I do like the back side too, which looks like a snowstorm with that navy blue background and the white snowflakes. So that's a maybe. And I definitely want to use this one. But as you can see, that's a little bit busy, isn't it? But that, I think, does go a little bit better. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and cut this piece according to the dimensions on the card sketch. And then we can try both sides, which is something I love to do when I'm making a card. If I have a double-sided piece of paper and I like both sides, that way I can cut the piece and try it out. But y'all know I love to back all my card pieces with a solid color, and I chose this navy blue. So our first dimension on here is our card base, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and I've got a white card. Our next mat would be 4 inches. Well, that would be whichever pattern paper I chose, because I don't put my backing pieces on here. So if I'm going to back this 4 by 5 1/4 inch piece with this blue, I'm going to go up 1/8 of an inch. So that would be 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. So we'll go ahead and cut that. Now guys, I use this guillotine cutter. I also use my other cutter that always has a dull blade. Y'all have seen me use it. But this one I think gives you straighter cuts. And I've had this a very long time. I used to have a scrapbook store. And I always had a guillotine printer because I would make card kits for the card classes. And this always gave me nice straight cuts and mats and card bases. And I had to cut a lot of them for the card classes. And I could cut 2 or 3 sheets at one time. So I recommend a guillotine printer. But if you have any other, cutter, trimmer, if you have any other type, you know, don't trash it in favor of this. Keep using what you have. But we're going to go ahead and cut this at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And see, this is 5 1/4. We go up 1 more 1/8 for 5 3/8. And that's going to be our first mat. Now, let's bring in our patterns again. I really think I want to use this for the 4 by 5 1/4 piece on my card. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that. So that's 4 inches by 5 1/4. We'll line that up. I'm looking over a camera, so that's why I keep moving it. 4 by 5 1/4. So we've got 2 pieces we can put down, but let's go ahead and cut our other pieces as well. We'll leave this over here. Now, like I said, I'm thinking on this plaid, this might be a little bit too busy, but I am going to put a mat around it. So this piece is 1 3/4 by 5. So I need to cut some blue. At 1 7/8 by 5 1/8. And that'll be the solid color mat for this piece. Now let's go ahead and cut this 1 3/4 by 5, and we can try both sides on here and see which one we like best. So that's 1 3/4. Peeking over there again. Here we go. By 5. I know this is loud, guys, when I cut. Sorry about that. Okay, let's bring it back over here. And you can see I'm going ahead, getting everything cut, and deciding what I want to use before I glue anything down. Because I have gone ahead thinking I had what I wanted, glued it down, and then I wasn't happy. And I wasted paper. Okay. Now, here's this side. And you can see with that blue around it, it really doesn't look quite so busy, does it? Let's try this side. This might be too much with that blue. Wow. This is a tough one, guys. So let's bring in our snowman. And let's bring in our snowflakes. Okay. We're trying it with this. And of course, everything's moving. That's cute. Now let's flip it over and try our snowflakes. Got to get it running the right direction, don't we? We had upside down snowmen. Okay, let's try to get it straightened up. This takes a little bit more time, but it can save using the wrong paper and wasting paper. Yeah, that's too busy with those snowflakes, and I really did want to use them. So, we're going to use this side instead. Okay, so that leaves this piece that's going to be for our sentiment. And it is 3/4 of an inch by 3 inches. So we'll go ahead and cut that. I have to get way over here on the side. There's our 3/4 by 3 inches. I think this is going to look cute to put my sentiment on here. And it's not so dark that it won't show up. Oh yeah, I like that. We've got our snowflakes. And we're going to put our little snowman right there. And our sentiment's going to go right there. Very cute. Okay, guys, I'm going to grab my glue. We're going to put this together. And I've already picked out a stamp I want to use. And I'll go ahead and get that stamped as well. Okay, I've gone ahead and picked out my stamp. And it says, "There's snow one like you." Because this is going to be a winter birthday card. And then on the inside, I can put "Happy Birthday." I've got it on my little Fiskars stamp pad. Well, stamp. It's not a block exactly. I love this thing. I've had it for years. And I just find it's very easy to stamp with this. I can line it up easier, and I get a better stamp. And I just push down and hold it there for a minute, and then let it up. And when it's ready, it will release, just like that. And there we have. There's Snow One Like You. So, let me get this put away, and then we'll get started gluing our card together. Okay, let's go ahead and get our pieces put together and get this little winter birthday card done. I like using this Barely Art Precision Craft Glue. I get it from Amazon, and it gives me a little wiggle room. So if I need to pull something back up or move something, I got a few minutes to do it. Well, not a few minutes, about 30 seconds to do it, which you do not get with a tape runner. So I think we did pretty good on that. I'll go ahead and get this on. Now, some of you ask me, why do I leave the whole sheet on the back if it's not going to show? Why don't I just cut that out and use it on something else? I send a lot of cards through the mail, and when they go through those machines and get mashed, sometimes wherever I might have cut something out will sink in on my card. And I don't want it to get to the other end of where it's going and be sunk in. And I have so much paper that I've bought over the years, I don't worry about it. But if you want to cut out the centers, that's fine. You know, you do whatever you want. There are no right and wrong ways when it comes to paper crafting. You do what makes you happy, what pleases your eye, and if you like it, your recipient's going to like it too, I guarantee you. Okay, there's our base. I'm still not sure. No, I'm going with this side. Got a little bit of a sore throat, guys. This weather has been crazy. We were 62 today, and we've been having lots and lots of rain. But New Year's Day, the high is going to be 35, I think. And then every day after that, it's going to get colder and colder till our highs are lower than freezing. Now see, I got a little bit of room to wiggle that around to get it exactly where I want it. A little bit of time there. And we'll get that down right over here. How's the weather where you guys are? I know there's been some bad weather today, some tornadoes down in the south. We just don't know anymore, do we? And I don't think the weathermen know either. There's a saying here in Kentucky, if you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes and it will change. And that's pretty accurate. Okay, we got to get our sentiment glued on the background. I forgot to tell you, I cut this at 7/8 of an inch by 3 1/8 to go behind my sentiment. So let's go ahead and get that on. We're almost done with this little birthday card. Whoops. Gonna get glue everywhere. Look at that. I am a Butterfingers today. Hope y'all had a wonderful Christmas. We certainly did. And I hope Santa brought you everything you wanted. I didn't really want anything this year, but Santa was still very good to me. Now see, I'm going to have to pull that up real quick and move that down. When we look at the sketch, we see it's going to go right about there. Now, I'm not going to pop this up because I've got some foam tape on my snowman and I've got some on my snowflakes as well. So we'll put this down flat. And if you have too big of a ridge right here, you can always put just a little bit of foam tape right there. In fact, I may do that to kind of level it out. Here's a little piece. That ought to be just about right. Then it will be level. Pull off that backing. The backing comes off of this tape easier. This is Scotch. This is my favorite brand. And then we'll put some glue down on this end. And we're going to put that right about there. That looks straight. Okay, let's put our snowflakes on. I tell you, the backing comes off easy and then I can't get it off. Having one of those days. Now see, we have squares over here, but instead of the squares, I'm using the snowflakes. And these squares are an inch square, and this is about an inch. Yeah, it is. So I'm going to put one at the top, and then one down here, and then I can line the middle one up so that the gap between is the same. That looks about right. I think this is going to make a cute little winter birthday card, and you could give this as a masculine card or a feminine card. Okay, now we can line it up. And the last thing is our little snowman. It is still taking me a while to get the backing off, but it's still much easier than that Dollar Tree tape. You get what you pay for, guys. This costs a little more, but I like it so much better. And we're just going to stand him right there on the sentiment. Well, let's move him over just a little tiny bit. There we go. And there is our winter birthday card, guys. I think he turned out really, really cute. And I'm glad I went with this snowstorm paper instead of the little snowman. I think that would have just been too busy. And we used sketch number 17. Now we're going to learn some more tips and tricks about card making in the next video. I hope you guys will come back for that one. I hope you've enjoyed this, guys. I really had a good time with you today making this little card. I love you all. God bless you all. And I will see you again soon for part number 3. Bye now.